please rise as the dignitaries have arrived. Yes. Request the dignitaries to please occupy the seats on the dais. Thank you, dignitaries. Request our audience and the dignitaries to please take their seats. A very good afternoon to one and all present here, and a warm welcome to the Star Startup Awards 2023, organized by Ramaiah Evolute, India's first cross-disciplinary ecosystem established by the Gurukula Education Foundation. We are happy to present this year's Star Startup Awards. We have the third cohort of founders who are working on cutting-edge technology and innovation, the precursors of the $10 trillion US Indian dream. These founders are shaping new India, and we have gathered here to celebrate their efforts and achievements. Without much ado, let us begin the event by seeking the blessings of the Almighty, followed by the Ramaiah anthem. Request all to please rise for the invocation, followed by Ramaiah anthem.
ಕನಸಿನ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯವಿದು ಅಮಿತ ಜ್ಞಾನಕ್ಕೆ
Thank you, dignitaries. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor to welcome the dignitaries to the event. I request all of you to please join hands. We have with us the chief guest, Mr. Ullas Kamath, Chairman, the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Karnataka State Council. Chairman of Gokula Education Foundation, Shri Dr. M.R. Jairam sir. Vice Chairman of Gokula Education Foundation and Director, Ramaiah Institute of Technology, Shri M.R. Sitaram sir. Honorable Secretary, Gokula Education Foundation and Director, Ramaiah Institute of Technology, Shri M.R. Ramaiah sir. Chief Executive Medical, Shri M.R. Srinivas Murthy sir. The Chief Executive, Gokula Education Foundation, Engineering and General Sciences, Shri Ram Prasad sir. Principal of Ramaiah Institute of Technology, Dr. Naidu sir. Evolute Chief Mentor and Chief Strategist, Dr. Samartha Raghava sir. Thank you, dignitaries, for enriching the event. Gracing the event with their invaluable presence is Mr. Shri G. Ramchandra sir, CFO, Gokula Education Foundation, the investors who have witnessed the path-breaking ideas in the pitching session in the morning, and the mentors who have guided these startup founders throughout their journey, the enthusiastic and aspiring startup founders, faculty and students of Gokula Education Foundation sister concerns. Welcome to one and all who are present here. May I now request our chairman to please present a bouquet to our chief guest, Mr. Ullas Kamath, as a welcome gesture. Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Samartha Nagabhushanam to please present the bouquet to our chairman, Honorable Chairman, Dr. M.R. Jairam sir. May I now request Mr. Samartha to please present the bouquet to Shri M.R. Sitaram sir, Honorable Vice Chairman, and to Mr. M.R. Ramaiah sir, Honorable Secretary, Gokula Education Foundation. I now request Dr. M.T. Arvind, CEO, Ramaiah Evolute, to please welcome Shri M.R. Srinivas Murthy sir, Chief Executive Medical. Request you to please welcome Shri B.S. Ram Prasad sir, Chief Executive, Gokula Education Foundation, Engineering and General Sciences. May I also request you to please welcome Principal, Ramaiah Institute of Technology, Dr. N.V.R. Naidu sir. Also request you to please welcome Mr. Samartha Nagabhushanam to the event. May I now request Mr. Prithvi. We would love to welcome you also, sir. May I now request Mr. Prithvi to please welcome Dr. M.T. Arvind. Thank you so much, sir. The founder of Amazon, Mr. Jeff Bezos, once said, and I quote, "We are our choices. Build yourself a great story." Today, we recognize and celebrate 22 startup founders who have started building a great story for themselves. We will witness the stories unravel here as we proceed in the program. As I request the dignitaries to please come forward and light the lamp and mark a formal beginning for the program. Request the dignitaries to please proceed towards lighting of the lamp. Request the audience to please join hands to mark the beginning of the program. Thank you, dignitaries. May I now request Dr. M.T. Arvind, CEO of Ramaiah Evolute, to please present a brief report about Ramaiah Evolute to the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Chief Guest, sir, Chairman, sir, Vice Chairman, sir, Secretary, sir, Honorable Chief Executives of GF Medical and Engineering, and Principal Naidu, sir, and Samartha, and all the awardees, mentors, everyone here. I would like to talk a little bit about Evolute to give you a brief history of how it started, and maybe give the highlights of what we're going through now, and then I will invite Samartha to give a brief report about how we have performed over the last 3 years. So Evolute, with the initiative of Gokula Education Foundation and the discussions they had with Samartha during 2021, we started the first cohort by inviting applications. The focus was that the Indian ecosystem, funding high-tech cross-disciplinary startups is not easy because the investors don't see a return very easily. Unlike the Silicon Valley where, such deals happen routinely, in India, the more of the models that have succeeded outside and have come to India have got more recognition through venture capital. Naturally so, because they see a return. And high-tech needs a lot of patience, lots of money, and lots of time to be invested. But unless that is done, the country will not get the kind of unicorns that are required to get us to $1 trillion economy. Right? So recognizing this, the Gokula Education Foundation and brought together this concept of Evolute. It started in 2021, and we invited applications all over India, and we got probably the first year we got about 150 odd applications. We selected about 8 for investment, and subsequently our track record is improving. Second year we got more, and we have invested in about 7 companies in second year. This year our track record has been much better. We got, I think Samartha will brief you, we got over 250 applications and good quality ones. And our philosophy is basically, get them young with a pre-seed investment and help them grow very quickly with lots of mentoring support and help them look at, achieve a vision that, come out with a vision that they have. And we also, after nurturing them through this process, in about 2 years, we also help them go out to the market and raise their next round of monies and grow much bigger. So that's what, so we are not just an investor, we are an investor, we are an accelerator, we are an incubator, we have a nice incubation facility, and we also help them raise the next round of investment. So that's in brief what Evolute is. I think I would like to now invite Samartha to give some specific information about how Evolute has done in the last 3 years. Thank you.
So the dignitaries on the dais, and all the entrepreneurs here and mentors and people from the investment community. Ramaiah Evolute has dual responsibilities. One is to take the companies, to grow the investment in the company, our investment in the company, like a typical VC. Apart from that, we also have a bigger responsibility, that is growing the nation, growing the country. Okay. So with that particular thing, we are always looking that the VC community is just following it's like a herd mentality, right? You invest in e-commerce, then you invest in real estate, then you invest in SaaS, then you invest in, so everybody is investing, and lot of negligence, or there is a lot of neglection towards all the companies with hard tech, core tech, deep tech kind of stuff. So that is one of the areas that we felt that would be the right thing, especially knowing that there are 27 plus institutions in this particular campus, 11 plus higher education institutions here, and there is a very rock solid academia mentality. The Ramaiah institution is not an educational institution, it's moved into the kind of academia, and there is a lot of research happening here. So with this particular leveraging the research that is happening here and all that kind of stuff, we have started Evolute. While starting, the first check that we cut is in Jan 2022. Okay, so we are like about 1 year plus 10 months now, and that is the first investment that we made. So we made a lot of preparation prior to that, but that's the one. And this is the third cohort. Okay, this year we had approximately 300 plus applications, filtered down 250 plus applications, and each enterprise, each founding team was met by two mentors, two different calls, and post that particular thing, we had selected about 55 companies for the final selection. Of the 55 companies, today we have selected 21 for Star Startup Awards and 15 for investments, and 15 will go through the rigor of product market fit in the next 2-3 months, and post a product market fit evaluation, and then once the co-founders and the Evolute team agrees upon a valuation, we will start investing. And when we start investing, the first thing is, after the product market fit, we will also have a mentoring process. It's a very extensive, deep mentoring process. We have something called as PRFAQ model. So we look at the co-founders visioning about the company for the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years kind of a time frame. And based on that particular thing, we go through a rigorous mentoring process. And we will be selecting only those kind of companies where they are open for that kind of rigor and they have the passion to grow the company quite significantly. So that's the kind of companies that we have looked at. Till date, we have made about totally 15 investments, and 8 in first cohort, 7 in second cohort. 6 investments have been done. One company in cohort is still not invested at this point in time. We deployed about 5.1, and we have committed about 7.1 for these companies. 10 companies, I'm very happy that 10 companies have started generating revenue, and in FY23 now also, again in FY24, we are seeing a lot of revenues being generated. One company did more than 2 crores, 3 companies between 1 and 2 crores, 1 company between 50 lakhs and 1 crore, and 5 did more than 10 lakhs. We had taken in the cohort 1 and cohort 2 a lot of pre-revenue companies. Okay, so 50% plus were pre-revenue companies, and now of the 15 companies that we have looked at, 11 companies are making decent amount of revenues. 2 companies have already raised the next round of investments. Okay, of the 15 invested, and 2 companies have commitment for investment. So 4 companies have already got the kind of investment commitment for the rounds of investment commitment. Okay. So that's these are the initial things that we can say that the Evolute, the product market fit model that we have during the selection process and the entire mentoring process that we have adopted is really helping. 4 companies are profitable and 3 are break even. Okay, so that's the kind of success that we have. And the combined revenues of all portfolio companies, have crossed about 15 crores, or actually 17 crores. $2 million plus dollars is what we have crossed. Yeah, okay. And our investment size is also quite significantly grown. That is the overall summary that we have. We are looking at, again, this particular cohort was very interesting. Morning we had pitches. We had for about almost an hour, we had pitches of about 15 companies, this cohort. We are investing in, as you can see, when the citation comes up, you can see the kind of investments that we are doing. We are investing, we are looking at companies, not investing, we are looking at companies in space tech, brain analytics, we are looking at companies in kombucha kind of drinking and pet care kind of a stuff. So it's a very diverse kind of a portfolio. But in each company that we have selected, there is a hard tech, there is a core tech, there is a deep tech. And each company, this time I feel that, okay, each cohort, we are improving the kind of companies that we are selecting. And each company, we have found that founders are very passionate and they are very sincere and they are very, very, very attached to their vision. And that's one of the primary things that we have looked at. We had a five-panel interview, five panelists in the interview process, and all these all these founders have gone through at least 3 rounds of selection. They have met more than 7-8 people of Evolute, and after all these evaluations, we have come to this particular stage. I really congratulate every founder here. Okay. And I congratulate and I really admire the kind of, I'm an entrepreneur, so I admire your passion, I admire your sincerity and the kind of, most of you have meditated on your vision for quite some time. You have gone really deep into your, into the vision of the company. And many of the companies are making big time revenues. That's the, okay, one of the companies was planning about 18 crore revenue kind of stuff. So that's the volume of revenues that we are looking at. And some companies which have gone into the core tech, which is deep tech, for example, the space tech company which we looked at, right? So which are making the optic payloads for the space. So they have gone to the point where they are deploying. It's not, right now the kind of psyche that we are seeing is you're not just thinking about core technology, deep technology kind of stuff. You're always mapping the market as well and looking at that particular thing. Okay, this cohort, I'm really happy that we have got a lot of good companies, and I congratulate everyone again and look forward to having heart-to-heart product market fit kind of discussions and arriving at the valuations and starting investing. So for this particular cohort, we'll start investing from either month of December or from January. So that's the overall thing. And as always, we have got a very, very sincere encouragement and support from GF and from the Ramaiah group. Especially Vice Chairman Sitaram sir has been the intuition that he carries in terms of all the cohorts. We go through, he's the head of the investment committee, and he always looks at the cohorts from a very, very different perspective, and that intuitive leap has really helped to choose the right set of companies. Today morning when we were discussing with Ullas, he was resonating, Ullas Kamath sir was resonating exactly, our VCs thought it was all the great brains, because Ullas Kamath has invested in his LP in 17 funds. And so he knows the fund psyche in India. When you are a LP in 17 funds and you can understand how the fund community work, and he directly has invested in 17-20 companies. Of course, his Jyoti Labs, and I mean, you'll be reading the entire profile. But when he was resonating, as he has been very active person in the investment community, and he was resonating the thoughts. I was really encouraged the way Evolute is shaping up, and look forward to a great year and more and more hard tech, core tech companies to grow from India and strengthen India. Okay? We don't want just the trading kind of psyche companies to be, that's not, okay, if you look at the 100 unicorns, most of them are just trading psyche and a full stack SaaS and those kind of stuff. But we are sincerely looking at more core tech, more hard tech, more deep tech. That is how Japan developed, that is how South Korea developed, that's how Israel developed, that's how US developed, and that is how we have to develop. So that's a thought that's always there in mind. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Arvind and Dr. Samartha, for sharing insights about the journey of Ramaiah Evolute. I'm sure efforts such as these are key drivers for the entrepreneurial scenario here in India. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored by the presence of our chief guest, Mr. Ullas Kamath. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to such a great personality here today. Mr. K. Ullas Kamath is the founder of UK & Co., a management consulting collective that works on creating value for select family businesses. He founded the company with a vision of driving the growth of MSME in the country with a primary focus on family-managed businesses. He is a chartered accountant from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, and he has pursued and completed MCOM, LLB, FCA, and ACS. He did his Global Masters in Management from London School of Economics, and he has also completed the Advanced Management program at both Wharton Business School and Harvard Business School. He brings with him a wealth of experience. As the former joint managing director at Jyoti Labs Limited, he has played the central role in transforming the single-brand family-owned enterprise to a multi-brand FMCG corporate valued over 12,500 crores today. He has won several awards and recognitions for his exceptional leadership and quality of work, including the coveted All India CA Business Achiever Award SME category instituted by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. He is also the recipient of CNBC Awas Best CEO Award in FMCG category. Currently, Mr. Kamath serves as a director on the boards of various companies, including V-Guard Industries Limited, Ace Vector Limited, formerly known as Snapdeal Limited, Wonderla Holidays Limited, Veranda Learning Solutions Limited, and Sami Sabinsa Group Limited. He is also the board member of Invest Karnataka Forum, a Government of Karnataka enterprise. Additionally, he serves as the chairman for FICCI Karnataka State Council and is also a governing council member for Foundation for Innovation and Technology Transfer, FITT, IIT Delhi. Working towards his passion for family-managed businesses, he recently established the K. Ullas Kamath Center for Family Managed Businesses at NITT University, where generations of family business leaders come to learn from the industry stalwarts. So we are honored and privileged to have your presence here with us today. May I now request the dignitaries to please felicitate our chief guest on this occasion. Thank you, dignitaries. May I now request our chief guest to please present an address to the gathering.
Dignitaries on the dais and my friends, entrepreneurs, startup community members. It's a great honor to be sharing dais with our leaders of our generation from Ramaiah Institute. Well, Ramaiah itself is a big institute, but his children are amazing. And the simplicity in which they run their organization, the heart in which they write the organization, for us, coming from the industry, we always look up to them. How to be ordinary when you are extraordinary, and that's the extraordinary people whom you have. They come here every day, they see everyone, they smile at everyone, and when they are not required to do also, when they come, and they do so many things because they enjoy what they're doing, and they're doing it for not for them, they're not doing it for their family, they're not doing for the next 10 generation also, they're doing for the institution which their forefathers have built to go to their great children, to emulate the same thing all over again, all over again, all over again, generations and generation. That is one extreme. The other extreme is the startup. We want to start the business today, we want to make money tomorrow, day after tomorrow we want to think what next to be done. So first myth I want to tell every startup is that rest of your life you need to behave like a startup, otherwise there is no future for any of you. Rest of the life you should behave like a startup, then there is no looking behind. Value is to create, value is not to encash. The day when you encash your value, generally, from the startup community, you have reached a dead end. If it is good, why are you selling it? If it is so bad, why are you retaining it? It is simple, right? So, country needs you. Country needs entrepreneurs. We need entrepreneurs to create jobs. Country at this point in time is 4.7% is unemployment. In reality, it could be more than that. Karnataka unemployment is at 2.6%. We produce 21 lakh graduates every year in Karnataka, but we are able to get them the job because there's a knowledge place. People get jobs here. But if you see all India, we need to create jobs. At this point in time, when you have government enterprises stop recruiting, government agencies stop recruiting, private sector are really looking at what can be done with robotics, what can be done with a machine language, and what can be done with so many technologies where we can replace the human intervention in decision making and also doing the mundane jobs. The only place where we look up to is the startup people who are able to create jobs at this point in time. You might create 2, you might create 10, you might create 50, but please focus on creating the jobs, including your job. Startups, the mindset of startup always starts from the West. No company has ever taken birth without going through the startup phase, but now we call them as a startup phase because they want to build, they want to create an enterprise which a value is attached to that. That itself is wrong according to me. The value you need to create is that I have 100 employees working, we are making profit. We have 1,000 people working for us, we are making profit. Today, the world in which we are, if you are successful, everybody will embrace you. If you are not successful, nobody will look at you also. And being successful in the startup community, data is around 4 to 5%. The remaining 96%, what do they do, is a big question mark. And in the Western world, there is a second chance, there is a third chance, there is a fourth chance, there is a fifth chance. In Indian context, there is no second chance. It's sad, but it's true. Once you have failed, it's very difficult to raise more money. Or we have seen that, we are reading that. In economic times, you read that. From where to where people take you, from where to where they bring you down also. So fundamentally, business is to make money, business is to make decent money, business is to make profit. Business is to not to do anything else other than the profit because that's a business organization, it's not a charitable organization. So my advice to all the startups are, we need you, country needs you, and you need to work very hard. And 70 hours debate is going on and on and on and on all over. And I don't know when I took the Sunday off in my life. I really don't know how many hours we have logged in. And that's why the Ujala brand, which is at one state, Today, Ujala is a national brand with 84% of market share, with market cap of over 12,000 crore. It won't come just like that. It won't come to your bank account if you say that, okay, my family, my work, family, work, life, balance. Then you'll only have a balance, you don't have a bank balance. You'll have a lot of balance at home. Please have the work first. Please have the income next. Third, when you have money, family will be fine. When you have work, you will have a family. Otherwise, you will only have a family, you need to find a work. And India has not come to a stage where we can sacrifice 15% of our week to pamper ourselves. Don't do that. Take Sunday off, it's fine. But taking Saturday, Sunday off, at the stage in which we are in the country at $3.7 trillion, want to become $10 trillion, want to become $30 trillion, want to grow at 9.2% year on year, it remains like that only. It will never happen. So what Mr. Nayamurthy has said, he is not telling that all of you to work. But he is respecting the people who are working like that. And no enterprise is built without working, and ask them how many hours they log in, how many hours they work. They work definitely more than 70 hours per week. So what I'm trying to say is that the startup community, please understand hard work, intelligence matters, knowledge matters, knowing what's happening around the world matters, reading books matters, reading literature matters, and past performance is no future guarantee, that also matters. Yesterday will not be the same when you compare it to tomorrow, day after. And at Ramaiah, please give huge value for the brand equity what Ramaiah has. That gives you 90% value is because they're a part of Ramaiah, and that's very, very important. The recognition by Ramaiah itself is a big, big investment. Number two, going forward, industry, academia, startup, students, grown-ups, teachers, professors, everybody has to come together. Everybody has to come together. When I say that industry, academia, teachers, professors, students, startups, grown-ups, level next, everybody has to come together because disruption is happening on an everyday basis. The cohort 1, 2, 3, annual way of doing it may not work in future. A good candidate can walk in on a Sunday morning, you should be open the door for him, and you should invest the money on Monday, and probably that will be the best decision ever you will have taken. Do not wait for the people to apply for a startup. If a serious startup, you don't have the time to apply. Because he has only one person. You don't have the second person to prepare a presentation. And one of the evaluation committee, I was sitting there, and we had given 5 minutes for the startup to pitch, 5 minutes to ask. We ask the question, and 5 minutes they can ask the question. 15 minutes, the life will be decided. And we were 8 people. And we were sitting there without naming the event. And every startup will come. We can see their anxiety in their face. And money involved is huge. And they come and they make the presentation in 5 minutes. They must have practiced 50 times. They must have practiced to get in exactly in 5 minutes. They make the pitch. And we will ask 8 people. Will ask one question. Means that will be another 8 minutes. And then we say, okay, we'll let you know. They go out, we discuss, to invest, not to invest. Most of the times, what we don't understand, we don't invest. And most of the times, I never understood. We are in the committee, I don't know why. Because we are representing industry. One of the kids who came there, 2 of them, they just told that, sir, you have given us 5 minutes time. Actually, we don't need 5 minutes also. And we don't have any questions to ask you. And you will not be able to ask any question to us. Because whatever we are saying, you will never understand. Then why have you come? To tell you, this is the startup world. We are at least 25 years ahead of you because we have seen everybody's profile, 8 people profile, we have gone through it. And you will never understand this. I said, perfectly fine. One kid has understood what 8 people are sitting here. And naturally, they made a presentation. It's an amazing presentation, 4 slides. And we decided that, okay, we don't understand that anyway. I went behind that kid and I told him that, can I invest in your company? He said, why? I said, I never understood whatever you said. And this is a business which I liked it. And the confidence in which you came has made me to feel that you are extraordinary human beings and the great college they were coming from. And that was enough for me, right? So you don't have to follow the exact principles what everybody follows, then we are in the same route. And that investment must have given me few X's. And they have gone all over the world now. So what I'm trying to say is that some of the stars will glitter, but you need to identify them. And please keep this as a process that anybody has great idea, they can come and approach you. Keep the door open for them and see if they can make an impression on all of you in the first 5-10 minutes. If yes, please invest. And the second one which I want to recommend is that failure is a stepping stone for success. We always preach about it, but we'll never practice that. Please practice that. People who fail, encourage them more. At least they know how not to fail. MIT took 50 years to create 50 unicorns. MIT took 50 years to create 50 unicorns. And India, during COVID time itself, we had created about 25 unicorns during COVID time when everybody was working from home. The valuation was happening. And as of now, we have about 130, 140 unicorns. And probably we'll reach 250 unicorns in another 2 years' time. So there is enough energy amongst our kids. And India is blessed with both Saraswati and Lakshmi. Money is available everywhere. Knowledge is available everywhere. It's just that we need to connect them. And the startup community will take the country to the next level for sure. There is no doubt. And the government policies, whether it's the central government, whether it's the state government, make sure that every kid reads that. Because when you have a positive tailwind, it will help you to grow faster. There are various policies which Government of India gives. There is various incentives the state government is giving. And there are various foundations which you are working together. So you need to be making the kids to understand that this is all the policies which are available. Take the money from everywhere. Because money is needed. Money is needed to build enterprise. And speed is a differentiator between who comes fast. Like you have a marathon running, there will be 1,000 people running, and finally who reaches the 1, 2, 3 will be recognized. And most of the people have completed that marathon, but they are only given a medal. They don't come as a 1, 2, 3. So a startup community is like that. We need to recognize everybody's best effort. And from the industry perspective, I'll be more than happy to be introducing the industries in your platform. And what we don't understand, somebody else will understand. And you're at a pre-seed level, it's the right thing to come in and encourage the people to fail, encourage the people to fail fast, and ask them what they have learned from that failure. And startup community, generally, they're very honest, their integrity is very, very high, they work very, very hard, they have done the best of the jobs that they have got in the Western world, and they will have left the existing jobs also in pursuit of building unicorns or unicorns. And it's our duty as an industry to encourage them that please pursue our passion, please pursue our ambition, please pursue our dream. We are here as an institution, we are here as an industry, we are here as a state, or we are here as a central government, so that seeing the success, many will look up to them to grow, and that's what is required. And 70 hours of working per week is a must. Whether you like it or not, your mother has worked 70 hours. Ask your mother how many hours she works. No payment, no calculation. She is the first person to get up at home and start the time from there. She is the last person to go to sleep, take the time, and ask her what she did. She only spent time to manage the family, which is more than 70 hours per week. And nobody recognizes that, and please, you recognize that. If she can work for 70 hours, if the housewife is working, she'll be working actually 100 hours. Because she's taking care of that 70 hours also, and she's working another 40 hours also. So in the era in which we are blessed to have institutions like Ramaiah to support, and do not stick to 10 or 20 or 30 companies. Go for all the best companies. Don't go for the top 10, go for all the good companies, the best companies, and raise the money. You know how to raise the money. There are many people who are interested in investing in the company, but they don't know where to invest. An institution like you will be able to say, okay, we invest 10 crores, somebody else will invest another 10 crores, somebody else will invest 100 crores. People will invest the money because the platform what you have is amazing, and the speed is very important. Speed is like growth on month. Growth is not year on year. And you are all into disruption. And the disruption is always better, cheaper, faster, convenient, and it makes a global appeal. That's all about the disruption. And at the same time, the startup which is doing here, somebody will be doing it in Silicon Valley, somebody will be doing it probably in Tel Aviv in the past, somebody must be doing it same thing in Singapore, but ignorance is not bliss in startup. Probably you go in 10 months, if they go to the market in 9 months, it's all over. You can't compete then. So you need to be have that extra speed to see that we'll do it in the next 6 months, we'll do it in the next 9 months. And most of the startups in which I'm involved, we have the daily routine. It's not a weekly report any longer. It's not monthly report any longer. It's the day routine. Okay, what am I going to do in today, 10 hours time or 8 hours time? And do not expect everything from the startups. Expect only one. The business idea what they brought, only ask questions on that. Don't talk to them on accounts, don't talk to them on marketing, don't talk to them in finance, don't talk to them on legal matters, don't talk to them about the company decision, don't talk to them on cap table, don't talk to them anything. Just talk to them only on the business which they have brought to the table. And most of the times, we ask more questions when they get confused because they are not chartered accountants, they are not company secretaries, they are not lawyers, they are not businessmen either. They just want to do some great business out of the idea which they have got it. And if the idea is correct, then go ahead and invest the money and go ahead with that. And last bit, mentors are there only to advise, mentors not to build the business, mentor not to guide them how to run the business. Otherwise, the mentor also will have started some startup in his world. He would not have done anything in his life. He will have come as a mentor like me, and we give lectures. We don't know how to run the company. So mentors should only guide that this is what I think, but you take the final call. And most of the startup where I have invested, I'll have 3-4 mentors. Not one mentor for one company, so that they'll take a view of 3 people, and finally they decide what that kid wants to do is what he is to do, because his idea is more important for him. If everybody starts guiding them to take left, say take right, somebody says park here, somebody says take a U-turn, then finally you stand there only. So you should tell the startup that it's your idea, it's your future, and please go ahead and do what you want. But before doing it, take this expert's view and analyze, and take the final call what you think is right for the business. And with that, I wish every person very all the best. Startup community is the future of the country, and we need them, and please do whatever is required to build our enterprise, create more jobs, and whatever the brain drain has happened in 70s and 80s and 90s, you people are helping us to do the reverse brain drain, and please continue to do that. So the entire brain, whichever is there, Indian brain outside the world, let them come back to India with the help of the startups here, and they are the only people who can bring them back. Thank you very much.
I think the address was filled with energy and enthusiasm, and your knowledge and experience, your acumen with business, I think it reflected perfectly here. Thank you for such a lovely address, very inspiring and very encouraging. Gokula Education Foundation has this guiding light. He guides us in all our endeavors. We have our chairman, Mr. Shri M.R. Jairam sir, present here with us. Sir, may I request you to please address the gathering.
Surrendering myself to the divine, the chief guest of today's function, Sri K. Ullas Kamatji, distinguished guests on the dais, the faculty, and the entrepreneurs. Mr. Kamath has given you elaborate to all the entrepreneurs, I think, the complete insight of how the problems, opportunities, weaknesses, strengths, he has analyzed you on all these factors. I would like to only say that we as an institution, what is our role to be played? And I'm just concentrating on that. We here, we deal with students, we deal with faculty, we deal with infrastructure to make our students to learn, and we have abundance of human resources and an institution to fall back, because this is what the knowledge giving institution. Institution comes not one day or 2 days, it takes years and years and years. So it's a long way that we have come. It's almost 60 years that we have started this institution. And it is not a, I would say, very free-going line, but it was a very, we had to pass through a lot of hurdles. And ultimately, we have come to a stage where, yes, let us think of what is our duty to the society, to the younger generations, and to the innovations and for business, for industry. So we are now looking at more at a macro level of how we be the players in today's world, in the modern world. As Dr. Kamath has said, that I think we have just started this about two decades. And US has been there for more than 200 years. So it's a very big gap. They have mastered this. They allow you to fail. Failure is not a crime. They allow you to do it, and he rightly said, first chance, second chance, third chance, fourth, fifth, it may even go to eighth. Nobody bothers about it. It's a failure, that's it. But they give you an opportunity that if you become successful, you can turn around whatever these failures are, you can make it 10 times or 100 times more profitable. And you can be the best entrepreneur that the country can be proud of. So failures is part and parcel of your development. So we here give you every chance not to be a failure. But in India, as he rightly said, see, there's not much of capital. Capital is there, but not to everybody. Let me tell you, be very frankly. It's not to everybody. It is to a few people. And that few people control the capital. If you go to a bank, I think without any security, I don't think there's going to be any money. So there is a very limited source for people to get money. So the only way in which is, can the institutions, one, can they make you to come here and start using your knowledge, like use our incubation center to develop whatever thoughts that you are trying to create or innovate. So these things, we are making a place for you to experiment yourself. That is our philosophy. As an institutional philosophy, we are doing you this. We are giving you a place for you to do this. We are also making you to use all that facilities that are there. Use different type of knowledge. Knowledge cannot be only one. You need to integrate the knowledge also. So whatever knowledge that you need to have, or you need to consult, or you need to have, to learn from them, they are available to you. And third, more importantly, if there is anything that you need to get from outside, from industry, I think this is the right place for the institutions to take that helping stand for you, to make the industries to come and whether they can try to help you, and whether they can make your place a much better place for you to have a working and creative institution, or place for you to create something. As an institution, we are here. Now we are partaking. See, they have already done it 100 years back. We are just starting. After all, how many institutions have created this, of creating, okay, we are going to be investors. Now you can start, we'll give you some money, you can be a part of it. We are not expecting anything. If you are able to be profitable, then you can give it to us. If you are a failure, don't be worried. Okay, that's it. We are not going to ask you anything about it. This type of a thing is only few institutions in the country have just started. This is the beginning here. The other day when I went to, the IITs have also started, all the IITs have come together to start one center of incubation center. Why did they do it? They said, we have got so much of brains here, and we want to use it for our younger people to come. So they are also in the beginning stages. Let me tell you, we are not perfected it. We are just not perfected it. We are just trying to bring people together, trying to bring our own people, our knowledge people, and trying to be helpful. And our culture has been, teach, go back home. We have never done your innovations and all that. All that IITs have done in the last 50 years, after they pass over, they went to US or to any foreign country because there was no opportunities for them to do anything here. We didn't have industries. So we never thought about innovation. When did the IIT started thinking about these incubation centers? Only now. So this is a new area that we have got. Now we are learning from them, how can we get into this space. So when IITs, they wanted to start, we said, can we be a member? We also invest to you so that we can be a member with you. We can drag some of the experts when we are in need of. So we have become members. Now we can drag in those experts to come here whenever you need. Whatever the specialties that you need. They are coming from all over the country. Industrial science is one of them. So you can drag any type of a human resources. So we're just integrating these institutions. This is just a beginning. We have just started this. So when we are trying to do this, so we are trying to create a level playing ground when compared to the West. Don't be worried. I think West has passed that the golden era is over. Now, the golden era is now it is there for you to see because there is not much of competition. Yes, it looks to me that they are very strong. I am sure in my mind that I think they have more problems. Just to protect their wealth, I don't think they have to use everything that is there with them just to protection. We need not have so much of money to put all this, the whole army to protect one room. We need not do that. We have got enough. See, we have got small money and we are all free men. We can go anywhere in the country without any type of this one. So we will not spend on that. So now we are ready to spend on you. We are ready to see that any help that could be given can be given to you. So we are like, we integrating people to help you. This is what institutions can do. And as times goes by, I think what is very important is next 10 years or 20 years, I see a situation in India where most of these institutions, like about 50 to 60 good institutions in the country, whether it's the private sector or in the government or IITs or you see any of these good institutions, they come together and create one innovation center or one exhibition where they can all, who are the people who have taken help from them, they can showcase what they have been able to do. That has not yet come into this country. So still there is a big play that we have to do. We have to do a lot of work as institutions. So we are on that path. So we are sure in next few years we are getting into that. So I would tell you, you are maybe not that lucky as the future people, entrepreneurs who are going to come in. But it's a very hard way. As we have come up, I think you have got a better chance to come up. Only a hard work man can come in this. He can survive. If everything is given, I don't think he can. He will be too comfortable to do. I don't think any innovation can come out from him. So this is the right time, right opportunity. Whatever that little, one half a bread of, when you are hungry, one half a bread of piece of bread, when you eat, it gives you a lot of satisfaction. That's exactly what we are trying to do. We are just giving you one half a bread when you are totally hungry. It doesn't do anything. But it gives you a momentary that, yes, my hunger to a certain extent has been fulfilled. That's all exactly what we are trying to do here. So this is what we are here, and we can view this. We don't have 10 slices of bread with sandwiches and cheese and all that. We don't have it. We have only this much. So we will share with you. Definitely we are going to share with you. So we are part of sharing with you. We are partners in this. We are elderly partners, fatherly partners, partners you can depend upon, thinking, yes, you can take the blessings of, you see, what do you do at home? With whom you are taking the blessings? You take from your mother, you take from your father. That's exactly what we are doing to you. We can bless you. You something. Go ahead. The field is yours. God bless you. And the man who puts the right foot forward, he is the man who will be successful. We are all praying for your success. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the encouraging and enriching address. Spearheading the revolution in the education sector is Shri M.R. Sitaram, sir, Vice Chairman of Gokula Education Foundation and Director of Ramaiah Institute of Technology. He is the driving force for all our initiatives. Sir, may we request you to please present your address to the gathering.
Good afternoon to all of you. Our chief guest today, Shri Ullas Kamatji, our Honorable Chairman, our Dr. M.R. Jairam, Mr. Ramaiah, our Chief Executive Officers of the Health Sciences and Engineering Sciences, and Dr. Samartha Nagbhushan, our Principal of the RIT, and Dr. Arvind and Shri Vasan, and all the entrepreneurs here today. Already our chairman has briefed you. It is only to try to tell, let's not just go around the people who have been trying to make money. With money, you have to have innovative ideas. Because somebody in EdTech has done something, you do it, how different are you from it? So that people come to you, leaving that chap, or whoever that entrepreneur is. So this needs you to be thinking, and here at Ramaiah Evolute, you've got a very, very committed set of people who will handhold you, who will guide you, who will also put some help into you by way of human resources, advice, as well as a bit of resources, financial resources also, to make your journey as a startup a little better, smoother. So, last 2 years we have been at this exercise, and I think I always tell Dr. Samarth and his team, we have to give a little longer rope, because trying to expect something instantly is not going to be happening. Mr. Ullas Kamath thinks, yeah, it's right that you must review it on a day-to-day basis, fine. On a week-to-week basis, fine. Month-to-month basis, fine. But still, the effort should be there from the entrepreneur. We will be able to handhold you and take you along the path. And I think this year, for the third cohort, I think we've got a huge plethora of applications for this startups. And after, I think, 1 month or something, they had to bring down from 300 to 250, 200, and now I think they did 55, and today they have come to 21. We will continue our endeavor and try to do all the best we can, and only make sure that what you're doing is the right thing at the right time. Only then you will be a successful startup. So with these few words, I wish all the entrepreneurs who have been selected all the best to you. God bless you. Take care.
Thank you, sir, for the encouraging address. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to that moment where we go ahead and recognize all our startup founders for their amazing efforts and achievements. I request Dr. Arvind MT to join me while we present the Star Startup Awards for 2023. May I request the dignitaries to come forward and present the awards to the Star Startup Awards for the founders who have been selected for this year's awards.
So we will start calling the teams one by one, and you probably start announcing. As we announce, please come along and wait here. We have created a passage for you to collect your awards, take the pictures, and walk away, right? So the first company we're going to call is Tailblaze, co-founded by Manal Maniar in July 22, along with his Labrador Pocket Einstein. Tailblaze is a D2C premium pet brand for organic, raw, and nothing artificial products, aiming to be the HUL for pets and pet parents. Having already achieved traction with premium customers in India and abroad, Tailblaze has aggressive growth plans to capture this emerging market of conscious pet parents. Congratulations, Tailblaze.
Next up is Personal Air Quality Systems Private Limited, co-founded by A. Vidyanathan and Meena Badami. PAQS is an electronic system design and manufacturing company in clean tech space. It provides end-to-end real-time actionable solutions that enable healthy living for individuals and communities. They have already signed up with several mark business customers and aim to capture a large share of this market with aggressive growth targets.
Next is FinCurious. PinCurious, co-founded by CAs Rahul Sarya and Ganesh Shetty. And PinCurious is also the name of the book authored by Rahul. Right? He's author, also publisher. He's published his own book. PinCurious is an edtech startup that aims to upskill and reskill the vast student community using simulation-based practical courses which offer real-life learning experience to candidates. They also help certify and place the trained candidates.
Next up is Yasil Technologies, Zeiss, founded by Shamant Murthy in 2022. Yasil has started making a dent in the domain of social impact and sustainability. They have built a blockchain-enabled platform for organizations to seamlessly integrate sustainability data. Their Zeiss platform makes it easy for companies and supply chains to simplify their ESG data collection, integration, and compliance.
Next is Eon Space Labs Private Limited, co-founded by Puneet Badekar, Manoj Gadam, and Sanjay Kumar in 2022. Eon Space Labs is a space and defense tech company. It is developing small form factor, high resolution imaging solutions for satellites and drones that help enhance the affordability and boost accessibility to their data. With number of devices in the skies and space burgeoning and requirement for high resolution data increasing, this domain is full of excitement and vibrance.
Sporting into the area of sports, Star 8, Straight Bat Solutions India Private Limited, co-founded by Gagan Daga, Madhusudan and Rahul Nagar. Straight Bat is a sports tech company that utilizes the power of IoT and analytics to help players improve performance in their game. In cricket, they have several top-notch players and IPL teams as their customers, and now coming up with Move innovative solutions that not only expand their cricket customer base, but help entry into other sports like tennis and golf.
The next company is Sakar Robotics, co-founded by Karan Patil, Akshay Kelkar, and Dhruv Patil. Sakar Robotics aims to solve real-life problems of the construction industry using robotics and automation. With significant traction in building robots and imparting skills to students in this domain, these young founders are transitioning to solve labor and associated problems for large construction businesses.
In the area of supply chain solutions is Fitsall Supply Chain Solutions Private Limited, co-founded by Anand Pathak, Akshay Tandon, Deepak Mishra and Manoj Sharma. Fitsall operates in the domain of logistics and supply chain. Their AI-driven solution for tracking, auditing and reducing the carbon footprint has already gained traction in the market and helped customers redesign and move more to sustainable options. With organizations consciously reducing end-to-end CO2 emissions, we believe this space is very exciting.
Next on the dais will be Flying Organics Private Limited, co-founded by the husband-wife team of Satya Ramesh and Dr. Ramesh Karmegam. Flying Organics operates in the food tech space. They have brought out multiple flavors of 100% naturally carbonated, low-sugar beverages, and they are already in the market. With increasing demand for natural kombucha drinks with inherent health benefits, the company is poised for significant growth.
Venturing into the foray of healthcare is Ayati Devices Private Limited. Co-founded by Nishant Katpal, Ayati Devices has significant strides in the space of diabetic foot care. With over 2,500 units of their portable biothesmometer deployed in India and outside markets, the company has recently launched a new product for self-monitoring of foot neuropathy and is poised to be solving a very real problem that affects millions.
Ayati is not being able to make it because this morning their flight some issues, so I will just request Vatsal to collect the award on their behalf. We'll send them the picture. Next is Immunitas Bio Private Limited, co-founded by the husband-wife team of Vasuki and Dr. Shiv Shankar Balasubramanian. Immunitas Bio is an immunodiagnostic company that already has good traction in high-end services business and T-cell immunity and ELISA test kits. The company is developing products for assessment of personalized immunity, which are in demand in societies that advocate solutions for high-end, sustainable healthcare management.
In the domain of AI is Product Dev Edge Private Limited, founded by Dr. Simi Sugandhan. Product Dev Edge has developed Ramaiah, an AI platform for cosmetic research and development. They aim to revolutionize the beauty and wellness tech segment by helping generate customized formulae within 2 minutes and cut down product launch times by 50%.
Next is All Sports Fit, founded by Govind Balakrishna Raju, who has earlier built a successful drone startup with good traction. All Sports Fit is already providing cutting-edge PE training to over 1 lakh children across several educational institutions in India. In collaboration with international celebrities in tennis, football, and basketball, they are developing and launching advanced tech-enabled personalized sports training to promising candidates identified through their school engagement. Congratulations, All Sports Fit.
Next up is C-Lytics Med Private Limited, founded by Dr. Mahesh Jayachandra. C-Lytics is a deep science neuroscience startup. C-Lytics solutions help evaluate brain recovery or deterioration with the use of wearables that monitor the brain function. With applications in acute stroke, their scalp recorded tests are quick, objective, non-invasive, and cost-effective, with potential to impact millions of patients.
Next is InnovaMed Research Private Limited, co-founded by Sivasankar and Akiseti Deepthi in 2021. InnovaMed develops best-in-class molecules to address unmet needs in hair and skin diseases. Their customized and personalized solution to treat hair fall addresses the practical problem faced by millions of people and has a great market potential.
For the artists, we have Shale, co-founded by Skanda Anantamurthy. Shale is a LinkedIn for artists. It is a platform that connects artists and stakeholders and helps artists monetize their talent and skills. On the dais is Mr. Skanda Anantamurthy.
Next is MDES Engineering Private Limited, co-founded by Vijayanand Ji. MDES is a product and services expertise house for large automotive, consumer electronics, healthcare, telecom, and networking companies. They're developing advanced solutions that have the potential to make day-to-day travel safer and comfortable.
Next up on the dais would be Fit Community OPC Private Limited. Founded by Ankita Gaur, Fit Community is a platform for women to help manage their health and fitness. Fit Community specializes in end-to-end solutions for pelvic disorders starting from infertility to motherhood to menopause.
Next awardee is Doctrinal. Started by Rahul Patri, Doctrinal has developed a novel AI ML-based solution for identifying and screening lung health. I don't think Doctrinal is present today. I think we'll move on to Aumish Limited. I think they are also not being able to be here. This is a device that it's a dynamic CAFO solution for people with locomotory disabilities. The solution competes with internationally available best-in-class products. And the last awardee is co-founded by women entrepreneurs, Dr. Nisha Yadav and Dr. Saugandha Das. This is a Sign IITB incubated health tech startup for democratizing on-the-spot diagnostic testing. I don't think they have been able to come either. So thank you very much. We have a big hand for all the awardees. Once again, please. Yeah. So we would invite all the awardees to come on stage for a group picture, please. All of you. All the awardees, please.
Thank you, dignitaries, and thank you, entrepreneurs. All the very best for your journey, which has just started or maybe has taken a new turn in this award function today. May I now call upon Dr. Arvind MT to please present the vote of thanks.
So I would like to start with our gratitude, sincere thanks to our chief guest, Sri Ullas Kamath, Chairman, FICCI Karnataka State Council. And we are not going in any random order. I think we are distributing a thank you in a moment. Right. Thank you very much. Our sincere thanks to our Chairman, Dr. M.R. Jairam sir, Vice Chairman, M.R. Sitaram sir, Secretary Honorable Secretary of GF, Dr. M.R. Ramaiah sir, GF Chief Executive Srinivas Murthy sir, B.S. Ramprasad sir, Chief Executive GF Engineering and Sciences, Dr. Naidu. Thank you very much. I would also like to thank a couple of investor representatives we have, Ms. Nivedita Datta from Ascent Capital and Khushbu Mehta from Let's Venture. Could you come and receive the memento, please? I would like to call on stage our CFO Ramchandra sir to receive a memento. Please come. Suresh Narasimha sir, please. And Nanda Kumar sir, please. Please. So, thank you everyone for this memorable occasion. I would like to thank all the guests for gracing this occasion. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Dave.
Request the dignitaries to please stay back for a group photograph.
Thank you. We request all of you to join us for lunch, arranged right outside. Thank you very much. Sir, thanks a lot.
Oh, you go on, go on. Yes, for lunch.
ನಮಗೆ ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗೋದು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಈ ಮೇಲ್ ಅದು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಂತೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ.
They all gone.
ಓಕೆ.
But ಎಲ್ಲ press all left. They all left. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ವಾಪಸ್ಸು.
ಓಕೆ.
First,
ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ
yes, so first take care. ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದ್ರೆ you can address us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks. You take it laterally. This is nice. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for being. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Is there dustbin over there?
Any confusion?